tech stocks that I bought recently, and I'm not telling you to buy these stocks. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just sharing with y'all what I've bought and why. You know, things are changing right now. I mentioned recently that my strategy has changed, and I'm open to foreign investment. I'm looking into communications. I'm looking into things that are going to be here no matter what. And one of the stocks that I've recently bought into, and I'm going to continue to add my position now because it seems a little bit more interesting than when I recently bought, is Nokia. Now, when you first think of Nokia, you think of phones. The Nokia phone was my first phone. But they sold off their phone business. They sold it to, who they sold it to? They sold it to, I know the courier. They sold it to Microsoft. They sold off their phone business to Microsoft, which is probably why they have a Microsoft phone. I'm pretty sure they have a Microsoft phone. Now they're more focused on 5G infrastructure, networking equipment. You can't run this whole communication system without the network, without the equipment. So they said, I'm going to be the middleman. Y'all can keep the phone business. I'm going to be the middleman. This is a foreign investment. So this also falls under my new strategy. A foreign investment is 5G infrastructure, which is its future technology. And I believe that the 5G infrastructure is still, this could be a long shot, 75, 80, 60%, 75, 80%, probably more, that still needs to be built out in America alone. Nokia is based out of Finland. They're currently trading at $4. They're hitting a pretty low, and I think that in the next year or two, this stock may be able to double, could triple, depending on what they do, what else they do, or what type of revenues they bring in. You know, they have partnerships with AT&T. They have partnerships with Verizon, and the new thing out is now, will Verizon or AT&T buy Nokia for the infrastructure? You know, they both have partnerships with them, but obviously there's a whole nother battle going on here in the US. You know, everybody wants the 5G market share. Who will it be? Who will be the 5G giant? Will it be Verizon? Will it be AT&T? And, you know, I've said it before many times, the companies who do partnerships and acquisitions will outlast everybody else. This is a whole new time we're in. And how you beat everybody else is by buying allies and working on partnerships to push your company forward. And honestly, I think that, me personally, I think Verizon should buy. I think Verizon should buy Nokia because of the just partnerships that Verizon has with the NFL, and I'm pretty sure they have partnerships with MLB. They might even have a partnership with the NBA. They got all these partnerships that are doing very well for them. And Nokia has tons of contracts right now, 130-something contracts with 5G. For 5G, you know, Europe market, they're doing their thing. The U.S. market, they're here. They're growing their market share here. This is all excluding China because obviously China always does its own thing. They're off the grid. They're doing their own thing. They make replicas of everything else that's out there in the world. But I think that there's tons of opportunity here in Nokia. And I'm going to continue adding my position. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to do this, but I think 5G infrastructure is very important going forward. That's the next big thing. They've been trying to hush it for so long. I've noticed they've been trying to hush it for so long, but it's here, and it's something that you should definitely be looking into if you're looking for an opportunity. And it's a very affordable opportunity at that too. But when it's very affordable, there's also lots of risk. You got to be patient with this one. I think that this one, it could take longer than expected in my eyes, but I'm willing to wait. I'm a patient guy. I'm a long-term investor. Are you is the real question. The next stock is Palantir, PLTR, currently trading at like $29. This is a big data analytics company focused on surveillance and security. They got deals with the U.S. government, FBI uses them, CIA uses them, ICE uses them, the Army uses them. They take all this data that comes in. I call it AI. I call it AI. When you start messing around with AI and they deal with AI and, you know, predicting things for these agencies and, you know, showing them data and visual representations of their data in many different ways so they can, you know, better perform and better surveillance and provide better security, I guess, for our country. when you have a deal with the government, it's always good. Now, what caused the sell-off? Because many of you may know that Palantir recently sold off. Well, they had some disappointing quarter results, and their expiration let me get the right word. It's the IPO lockup expiration came up recently, which is this allowed people that worked within the company that own shares to finally sell for the first time since they opened up in September, I believe. This is the first opportunity they've been able to sell. So that created a sell-off. People within the company say, hey, I want to cash out, man. This thing went from $10 to $30-something. Let me cash out. If I bought 1 million shares, someone cashed out. Now, so they didn't go down because they're a bad company. They just, there was a few different forces. When you have multiple forces, some disappointed quarterly results, plus why would you as a worker want to hold on when you know the quarterly results are considered disappointing? This is your time to sell. But Kathy Woods came in and she bought like 6.8 million shares with the ARK ETFs. I got in. So when I seen that was like my final, okay. That was my final okay, Kathy Woods. My man Rasta had been telling me about Palantir for some time. I was like shrugging it off. Like, hey, I'm going to get to it. But then Kathy Woods, 6.8 million shares. I said, okay, it's time. It's time for me. I got in, and I think that, with this technology, this is just futuristic technology. Technology, as much as people want to say they don't know or tech has been overvalued. Yes, everything's kind of overvalued, but it's all future evaluations. It's all future speculations. And I think that this technology is going to be very useful for, many countries. It's going to be extremely useful for our country. As we're going through what we're going through, and surveillance and security is kind of like the two biggest things right now. So make sure you put them on your watches. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Palantir. Is it a buy for you or is it not? It's a buy for me. I'm going to continue to add position this week, and I see some upside. I can't put a number on it, but I see some upside in Palantir. I've already gained to like 12% in the recent week, so that's a good sign for me already. The last stock that I want to talk about that I recently bought is Verizon, which, again, I'm back to the 5G infrastructure, telecommunications, something that will be here no matter what happens in the economy. I could say the same for Palantir is going to be here no matter what happens in the economy. Nokia will be here no matter what happens in the economy. So Verizon, and I've been watching for Verizon for so long. I can go back to my videos from last year talking about Verizon. It was my first paper trade. They're currently trading at what is considered a low. 5G infrastructure. They have amazing partnerships. May potentially buy Nokia. Who knows? I don't know. It's speculation. I'm just saying. Something to look forward to. Warren Buffett also recently bought into them. So they're trading at $56. It's a company that it's gonna be here. They have other acquisitions, video platforms. Some call them a utility company now because it just got so much going on. And I see a 20 to 25% upside for this stock. It could go on a nice little bull run, especially with your boy Warren Buffett. Everybody likes to follow Warren Buffett. The different metrics that I go off. As soon as I see Warren Buffett, I say, okay, now it's my time. Warren Buffett's in. I'm going to get in right behind him and ride this wave with him and see what happens. This is also a dividend play. So for parking your money here, you can get some cents. I'm going to call it cents because I don't know how much you're going to invest. But yes, you got to obviously hold for a quarter or more. And I think that Verizon is a smart play here for future. Like I said with Nokia, building out this 5G infrastructure is a very important thing, and I don't know why it's not being highlighted more. I'm really not sure, but I'm sure we'll know one day. Once it comes, we'll know. We will know for sure. But let me know what you think about Verizon. Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Do you disagree with any of the stocks that I mentioned? Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you all for watching. As always, thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Please, if you're watching this, if you're listening to me right now, just subscribe. It's not going to hurt you. You know what that's going to do? It's going to set off these what do they call those? What do they call those? It's going to set something off. I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but it's going to set something off. So hit that like button, subscribe, and it's going to set off something mysterious, and you'll find out after you hit that button. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.